Hey.
We're here, guys. We are here. Hey. What's going on, folks? Wow, man. Blu-XPerience, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We are here. Episode number, what are we, number 9 now? Oh, wow. We're episode, guys, can you believe
I
we're
was muted. This is
10th
episode
episode?
10.
This is episode 10 of the Blu-XPerience. Welcome aboard, one and all. If you're just joining us for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Go back to Blu's channel or mine to see the back catalog of the previous 9 shows. This is number 10. It's been fire, trust me, up until today. But today, what we're doing, myself and Mr. Blu himself, is that everything, all thing FlightSim Expo. And, you know, I was under the impression that everybody knew what FlightSim Expo is or was. And I had some questions in my chat, in my stream. What is FlightSim Expo? What is FS Expo? I'm like, really? All right, so we're about to school you on it today. We're about to get into it, talk it up, tell you what our personal experiences are with it, and tell you our travel itinerary tomorrow, what we're looking forward to for the weekend from us, so forth and so on. So, Blu, how you been, man?
I've been good.
How's everything?
I've been good. Had a lot of fun flying into San Diego today on Microsoft Flight Simulator, doing my virtual leg into San Diego. So that was a lot of fun. Wasn't really a landing that I can say I'm proud of. But I'll say this: I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to doing a real flight tomorrow. Looking forward to recording that amazing wing view into San Diego, that iconic one. But it's gonna be pretty dope, man. I'm excited. Still got a lot to do tonight, so we'll definitely try not to go long today, because I still got to pack everything you see behind me. Thankfully, it's blurred out, but it's all bags and clothes.
Oh, that is bags behind you. I didn't notice your suitcases, man. You're ready to go. You're not playing.
I'm not ready. I'm packing.
Oh, man.
So,
man, my suitcase is in the garage still. I gotta go take it down.
It's in the attic.
It's in the attic, right? I hear you, man.
But yeah, what about you, man? How you doing?
I am good, man. Got ambitious today and decided to do the flight that you did previous to me. On today's stream, I flew from San Fran to San Diego. I got to see the left side wing view coming in Microsoft Flight Sim because I won't be seeing it in the real world.
Oh, man.
Somebody, not going to name any person, somehow either chose the wrong side of the airplane to land on or wasn't available. I don't remember what happened, but I'm going to be landing on the complete wrong side, the right side of the airplane coming to San Diego. So I'm going to miss the buildings coming in real life, which I'm completely like peeved about that. But, you know, other than that, hand of God is going to pack at the last minute as usual. That's my wife. Myself, I'm just going to go upstairs, throw some stuff in the suitcase for 4 or 5 days. And no check bags, because we don't check bags around here. And we're just going to jump on it, man, and do what we have to do. So guys, let me tell you, I can't believe I'm actually this excited for FlightSim Expo. I get excited for things, but coming up to it, I'm like, yeah, we're going to go to FS Expo. It's going to be good. And then the closer the date gets to it, the excitement is building internally, right? Plus the people that are going there and who wants to meet up and things like that. Yep. So I'm excited for FlightSim Expo, man. My level of excitement actually is more than I thought it would be, and it's great. It's a good thing because we're about to tell you what's going to happen at the Expo, who's going to be at the Expo. We don't know the announcements, but we can tell you who's going to be there. So you can think for yourselves what they're going to be talking about, man.
So on that note, do me a quick favor. Talk to the people. My hand of God needs me to do something really quick. So
no problem,
I'm
man.
going to step away for this 5
Go ahead,
seconds.
man. We'll take. See, the first questions. Absolutely, because chat's come up with questions already, man. Go Shida.
You're going to see me walking around, so enjoy the view.
Appreciate it. Go Shida. Thank you for the donations, man. Appreciate it, brother. Absolutely. Welcome aboard. Somebody says, when does the FlightSim Expo start? It actually starts tomorrow. Oh, boy. There's my hand of God. Wow. You guys just didn't see that. Wow. The FlightSim Expo starts tomorrow, Friday. So it's a weekend event, even though myself and I think Blu's only going to be there on Saturday from start to finish. It actually begins tomorrow, Friday. So it's a whole weekend event. The schedule starts, let's see, Friday, September the 24th. It's going to be an in-person event, starts at 11 a.m. They're going to have what's called a captain's corner, and the attendees can check in on that, so forth and so on. And there's a captain's corner seminar at 1 p.m. The Captain's Corner seminar is basically an ultimate chance to interact with leading developers and learn more about the technology you know and love. And, so you're going to be meeting a bunch of developers at the Captain's Corner. That's on Friday. So Friday is going to be a half day event. Starts at 11, ends at what, 5:45, 6 o'clock, something like that. So that's Friday. If you guys are doing the online event also, because of COVID this year, they have an online event and an in-person event. So there's well, not two, it's going concurrently. So if you guys haven't signed up if you guys are not going to FS Expo, sign up for it. It's $15 and it gives you access to a lot of the seminars and things like that live on your computer, and it's going to be available for you to download and look at over and over again. There's going to be a virtual fly-in into San Diego for the online event. So if you are doing the online event and you register already, you can fly into San Diego with your simulator. Just aiming to land before you start. There's a infinite flight link, there's an IVO link, and there's a Pilot Edge link for people who want to flying on Friday. So that's the great part about Friday's event. So come Saturday now, that's the main day that most people go to, including myself. You understand? And what's going to happen Saturday? First thing, 8 o'clock in the morning, man. That's early. So 8 a.m. the attendees can start to check in.
I was gonna say I don't even know the schedule. Like I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna be there.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna show up, man. Knowing me, I'm gonna want to be there at 8 o'clock. Am I gonna show up at 8 o'clock? I don't know, but we'll see.
Well, I know I'll be at the hotel, so I'll just come down when I wake up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay down the road from the hotel.
If I sleep.
Close to the airport. Yep, definitely. 9 o'clock is seminars. 9:30 is the exhibit hall open. So the main hall is going to be open at 9 a.m. And I'm not even going to get to the rest of Saturday because there's tons going on Saturday. Sunday also 9 o'clock again. Check in 10 o'clock. There's another seminar going on, and 10 a.m. There's also the event hall will be open again. And just a bunch more stuff. FlightSimExpo.com is the main website to get all the information. So if you're not going to come and you want to still check out what's going on, go to FlightSimExpo.com, sign up for the online experience, $15, well worth it, believe you me. Somebody says, when are you flying to San Diego? Good question, Elliot. Let's start there. Well,
yeah.
I think Blue and I are leaving at 6 a.m. The flight departs at 6.
Yes.
Means that the boarding is at 5:30, means the latest I can be at the airport is 5 o'clock in the morning. That means I got to get up at 4 or earlier. Yeah. So once the show is over, it's go grab the suitcase, pack, make sure everything's there, and then go get maybe a couple hours of sleep, wake up, and jump on the airplane. I have a 2-leg day. Blue, how many flights you're doing tomorrow?
I'm doing 2 too. I am flying from Houston to Vegas, and then Vegas to San Diego. And I leave at 6 a.m. here in Houston. Which means, again, I got to wake up around the same time, about 4. I need to be at the airport by 5 at the latest. And yeah, I probably will check a bag, though. I probably, even though I really don't want to, because I'm flying Spirit and they charge you for everything. But I'm going to have to check a bag because my main bag I'm bringing, my backpack, is the one that's going to have, it's not going to have room for my stuff. So I'm going to have to check a bag, sadly.
Yeah, I try never to check a bag. I've had bag check experiences, and being a former flight attendant, I can tell you what happens to those bags. So,
well, I don't put anything like important in my bags.
Right.
Like, I always it's just like clothes, like stuff that I can I can buy more clothes in San Diego if needed, or I can just wear the same thing for 4 days. Like it's not the end of the world, but the stuff I'm gonna have in my backpack, stuff I don't want to lose. So
which airline you're taking?
Say again?
Which airline you're taking? You said
Spirit.
Yeah. I'm gonna do American.
How long is your layover in Charlotte?
You know what? I think I'm staying on the same airplane, so I'm taking a A321. It's an A320, and hopefully it's a Neo. Out of Fort Lauderdale up to Charlotte, and then within 38 minutes, the next flight is leaving. So I'm thinking we're staying on the same airplane. That's got to double check and make sure.
I hope so, because
it's the same gate.
That's a tight.
It is tight.
That's a tight connection.
So I think the plane I'm going on in the morning is going to be the Cold and Dark startup from Fort Lauderdale, first thing in the morning. So it's probably at the gate sometime tonight, parked up. That's going to warm it up, fly to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte, we're going to go all the way to San Diego. So we're doing a full, what do you call that? Transcontinental flight. There it is. There's a new word for you airline guys. Transcon from Charlotte over to San Diego. I want to say that flight's probably like 5 hours, 5.5 hours,
That's
something
it.
like that.
5
Yeah.
hours.
Well,
Going.
with headwinds, maybe six. I don't know.
I'm
We'll
thinking
see.
with the headwind. I feel like that might be a sick. That might be a long haul right there, bro. You know,
Oh,
321.
it
Might
is
be
a
a
long
long
haul.
haul.
All I know is I'm getting in about midday. That's it. I'm getting about midday because we're gonna gain what 3 hours on the
Yep.
way over.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Same
good. So
here.
that's gonna be my day for tomorrow.
I got 3 hour flight, 3 hour 14 minutes actually to Vegas from Houston. I'll be connecting and I have a 3 hour layover in Vegas.
Ooh.
And then from there, I have like a 45-minute flight to San Diego. So, and then I should land right around noonish time too. So I'll be there around the same time. But yeah,
Nice.
I honestly don't mind the 3 hour layover mainly because I can still work on my laptop from the airport as long as they have Wi-Fi. And I've never been to Vegas, so I'm definitely be walking around the airport, plane spotting. We looked at the airport today on Microsoft Flight Simulator,
Hmm.
and in Terminal A, where I think I'm going to be at in Vegas, there's a really nice view at the terminal of the Vegas Strip. So hopefully that is legit, and I can actually see that strip as well as planes taking off and landing on 190 left. So we'll see.
Well, with 3.5 hours, one, there's slot machines in the terminal. So
Hmm.
if you gamble, you can lose your lunch money
I
quick.
could also gain.
And I've actually did a layover like that one time in Minneapolis, had 4 hours, and I actually literally got out the terminal, got on a train, went downtown, went to the mall, and came back to the airport to kill time. So you
Yeah,
could technically
three
go into
hours I
Vegas,
could
but
do that, but I mean, I'm
yeah,
not. I wouldn't risk that. Not in a place I'm not familiar with, and then I got to go through security again too. So that's
it's true. Exactly,
that's.
exactly.
If I
Something might
didn't have to go
happen.
through security, I'd be down to do it. But
Yep.
no.
Alaska 559 is in chat. He goes, FS Expo, here we come. So he's going to be there. Cam A321 says, hey, you can help them with the cold and dark. Yeah, man, no.
Bro, I'm down. Like, bring me in. Let's go.
True, true, true.
You
So,
need
all
somebody
right.
in the jump seat? I can direct you. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was saying earlier that what I plan on doing is maybe drop some little videos. I'm not going to do a full thing of FS Expo. I want to spend the time and actually soak it in and enjoy it when I get there, talk to people. So I don't want to spend time with the camera in front of my face trying to record every moment of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking the
So,
same thing because I don't want to have to work the expo, right? Like neither of us were hired to go. We're going there
right.
out of our own merit because we want to go because we enjoy it. And so, I mean, if we were hired, that's a different story, right? But we're not.
Hmm.
Neither of us were hired to go. Obviously, there's gonna be great things that could help our YouTube channels as far as news wise and first looks and things like that. But yeah, I agree. I'm going to enjoy it as an attendee, as a person who is interested in all the stuff that's there, and I'll definitely have my camera with me, and I'm gonna be recording a lot of stuff. But I do want to make sure that I have time to enjoy and spend it with talking with you guys, hanging out with people, meeting new people, maybe getting that, getting my hands on the equipment as well. There, I know that like you said earlier, the main stuff is happening on Saturday. Again, since I land Friday afternoon or so, we'll see what happens because I'm actually going to be not far from the event. So I mean, I could, if there's anything going on around the time that I'm there, I'll definitely come through. Or if there's anybody meeting up, or I was just trying to find something to get
Right.
into on Friday. But the main thing is on Saturday. I think I have the ticket to do the whole event, so Sunday as well. But I think we're gonna be doing something else very cool on the Sunday
Yep.
that I'm really
Oh
looking
yeah.
forward to. So
Sunday's going to be a nice surprise for a bunch of people.
definitely
Let's just
looking
say some
forward to that.
videos going to be forthcoming after Sunday's over.
Oh
Looking forward
yes,
to it. You know who I'm talking about in chat. What's going
oh
on, man?
yes, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Anyway, talk about things to do at the event. Let me read off a list of the different people who are going to be at FlightSim Expo representing their companies.
Mm.
Believe it or not, Prepared 3D is going to be there. Lockheed Martin for Prepared 3D is going to be there in attendance. Honeycomb, that makes sim hardware, is going to be there. Yoke and Throttle. X-Plane 11 should be there as well. I'm not sure if the whole team is going to be there or not, but they should be there. Thrustmaster is going to be there. I'm hearing rumblings that there might be some Thrustmaster demo going on there. Actually, matter of fact, I think they posted it on their Facebook page.
It's
Thrustmaster is going
confirmed.
to be there.
Thrustmaster is doing
That's confirmed.
something and trying to do something big. So
Exactly, something huge. Orbix is going to be there. You know what they're
are
going
they
to
going to be there?
announce?
I don't think they're going to be there.
Yep, they're not going to be there. They're listed on the website here. We'll see.
I think
But
they
you
I
got
saw
excellent.
they have a sale. I think it starts either today or tomorrow called "Wish We Could Be There" sale, something like
Ah,
that.
I
So I'm
got you. I
assuming
got you.
maybe they have a representative
Could
there,
be.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think they're going to have the same presence as they had last time.
Got you. Navigraph is listed. We'll see if they're attending. A2A Simulations. IVAO is going to be there. FlightSim Web Shop. And there's a lot of other people who are sponsors of the event also. I'm not sure if they're going to show up or not. But that's just to name a few. Even Next Level Racing, who sponsor my FlightSim chair here,
And
is
mine
either
too.
going to be in the building or attending. Exactly. So, and for the online attendance, guys, if you're just doing the online attendance, you're not going to show up there. GFS is going to be there. Explain Level is going to be on online. 1C Game Studios is going to be there. Real Sim Gear is going to be, so a bunch of online stuff is going to take place also as well. So, VatSim is going to be there as well. They're going to have a booth there. So it's just many things, and we can go over each of these different individual companies and talk about what they might be going to present to us. I mean, there's the big ones, of course.
Even
Explain.
have Virtual United going to be there, which is actually a
Yep,
virtual airline I'm actually a part of, which is kind of cool.
exactly.
I still haven't reached out to them yet, but I definitely should.
Yep, yep. But I heard that the entire team of Explain was going to be in attendance, but when the COVID thing happened, they might just send one or two representatives there. But
Hmm.
the thing is for us, I mean, I don't know. What are you looking for from Explain, man?
From X-Plane, what am I looking forward to? I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to just being out of the dark about X-Plane 12. To be honest,
Yep.
originally they mentioned back at Oshkosh that they had some big news that they were intending to announce at the expo. So now that they're kind of like shrinking down their presence at the expo, how are they going to do that? Are they still going to have like Austin there, or just someone there that can still do that and still make that big announcement? Um, I don't know how they're gonna do that. Is it gonna be an online only thing now, where we're just gonna have to watch like a video of them
Presentation,
announcing
perhaps.
a release date or a beta or something? So I don't know. I know that we're gonna see something. I know X Plane is not just gonna be like, all right, well, COVID. They're not just gonna let COVID take over. They're gonna definitely do something to show what's going on. And I think after this weekend, there's gonna be a lot to talk about on the X Plane side. X Plane
Said
12.
I remember when I met you at FlightSim Expo, was it 2019 when I met you for the first time? Their presentation was actually good because they were
Oh,
just
it was
coming out with
amazing.
F-mod sounds and the lighting effect. What was it called at the time? I forgot. But they did
They
an
were working
actually
on Vulcan. That
Vulcan.
was
There
a
you
big
go.
deal for them at the time, as they were developing Vulcan. It wasn't out yet, but they were like
Yep.
developing it, showing exactly how it works, how it's supposed to be better than OpenGL.
Hmm.
And so that was a big deal for them. Last Expo was Vulcan.
So I'm looking forward to them to actually, the teaser videos that they showed us with the new X-Plane 3D trees, with the new X-Plane lighting, with weather. I'm looking forward to them at least demoing those three in more in depth. You know what I'm saying? Not just a small 2-minute video, but in depth demonstration of what those technologies are. And I think we can expect something like that at least. I'm
Yeah, I
thinking,
think that's what I'm looking forward to personally for X Plane is the main things that I want personally: clouds, weather, lighting, and obviously the ground texture. But we kind of have a feeling we're not going to get that. But uh,
Right.
so clouds, weather, lighting. Those are three things that I really want. Because think about this new enhanced skyscape thing that just came out recently.
Yep.
Like I was talking about in my stream, like this looks like Microsoft Flight Simulator at certain angles. Like if you had your clouds set to like medium or low, and so it's like this is a really cool step in the right direction. You know what I mean? Has a lot of potential in this. So if X Plane 12 can, do even, I don't know. I feel like they can do something. We'll just have to
Hmm.
see. I mean, again, DCS World recently came out with a whole new weather system and clouds, and their clouds look better than Microsoft. So
It's
Microsoft's clouds are not the best. Like it can be done better, and that means that X-Plane 12 can or could. Will they? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Because I'm not
yeah,
getting my
yeah.
hopes up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna get my hopes up because I don't want to be let down. But either way, I know I'm still gonna be playing X-Plane 12. We're still gonna, if they don't do what we want, if they don't deliver on the things that we expect and want from our next gen X-Plane flight sim, then there's gonna be third-party add-ons and developers who come through and try to make it that for us. We just have to wait a
Yep.
little bit longer. But again, I'm not giving hopes up for the default X-Plane. I'm not super hyped about the X-Plane A330. Like that doesn't really excite me at all. They've been posting pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, this is cool, right? But I don't know, it doesn't really excite me. Not that I'm a hater of the A330 or nothing like that, but just like an A330 made by them is not exciting, you know?
Look, no, no default airplane in any simulator should get you excited
No,
at
yeah,
this point.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly,
it's
exactly,
it's default. You'll
exactly.
only get so much with it.
We're
You
gonna
know what I
need a
mean?
Zebo for the 330. So,
Exactly. Exactly. We're gonna need a Zebo. Oh, by the way, guys, stay tuned. Stick around because towards the end of the stream here, we're gonna be giving away one copy of the online FS Expo 2021. So somebody's gonna be winning an online access for the show itself. So we have one copy we're gonna be giving away by the end of the stream here. So don't go anyway. Stick around. But anyway, yep. So that's it for Explain, really. What about Prepared 3D? Saturn 28 says yes, he's happy that Prepared 3D is going to be there.
I
I
am
mean,
happy that they'll be there. I think they need to be. I think they need to connect with their community better. That's what I think.
right,
I mean, obviously, neither of us really play P3D,
right.
but I'm still always open-minded and interested to know what they're working on, what their mindset is, what has changed since 2019. Because when I met them back then, I did not get a good taste in my mouth. When they did
Ooh,
their presentation about P3D and all that stuff, it just didn't feel genuine. It felt like the guy didn't want to be there. I didn't really
wow.
like it. Yeah.
P3D are listening. Jeez, man.
I didn't really dig it. And I
Yeah.
even the people who play that game, who play that sim, were
Mhm.
like, you remember, like that was kind of like the underlying talk of the whole
Yeah.
conference was people were like,
Yeah.
man, that was P3D just disappointed. You know what I mean? Like just even the people who love their sim weren't really happy about how they presented and how they carried themselves at the event. You know, when X-Plane came through, they came through explaining everything, answering people's questions face to face. You know, if you had any question, no matter what side of X-Plane it was, they were there for you to answer it and answer it technically and not lie and beat around the bush. But you know, I'm not trying here to hammer on P3D and nothing like that because I still respect him as a sim, but it just didn't do a good job, I thought, in that last Expo.
Well, let's hope they turn that around, man. Let's hope they turn it around and get some stuff going. Honeycomb is going to be there. The last time I went, Honeycomb was just debuting the Alpha and the Bravo
Yeah,
throttle. So the Alpha
that's
yoke
right.
and
Yeah,
Bravo throttle, they're going
that
to be
was the
there this year again.
first time anyone has seen it, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Absolutely was the first time anybody have seen that.
No, no. I think they had screenshots though. I think that was the first time anybody ever touched it. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think
And
so.
it felt good at the time. And
I remember
exactly
smashing
what
it.
they showed us.
I
Yeah.
remember smashing it
What,
with it.
wonder if they have anything in the works that they're going to be showing us differently this time. I don't know. Interesting.
I know
Hmm.
Honeycomb has some things. I know Honeycomb has some things up their sleeves, and I think it's more than just some rudder pedals. That's my
Right.
thoughts. Because rudder pedals look great. I'm excited about that. We do know there's also a joystick throttle combination that they've been working on. I don't
There
know
you
how
go.
far along they are on that. I don't know if that's what they
Right.
want to announce or pre-release at the event. I don't know.
Right.
Because I mean their yoke is pretty good. Like I don't know how much you can improve upon the yoke in particular. Maybe a better version of the Bravo throttle with maybe some bigger handles or something. I don't know. So I'm definitely excited to see what they got coming. It's always
Absolutely.
exciting to have new hardware, to see new competition, stuff like that. So no matter what, I'm definitely excited to see what it is. The question is, when I see it, will I be like, "Ooh, I want it, I gotta have it," or will
Yep.
I just be like, "Eh, I'll
Sure, no,
pass."
exactly. Hey, but that's the exciting thing about it, right? That you never know what they're going to bring. Somebody in the chat was asking me, is X-Plane 12 going to be free download for X-Plane 11 users, or is it going to be paid for all? Well,
It's gonna be
when I
paid.
had X-Plane 10, when X-Plane 11 came out, I paid the $60 for it or $50 for it. And I have a feeling that might be the same. I saw interviews with Austin, and he didn't answer the question at all. So we don't know is the real answer,
I
but I have
saw
a
an
feeling it's
interview
going to be a bit.
somewhere that
Mm-hmm.
did actually answer that question because
Did
it's
he?
a new version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every new version, 10, 11, whatever, you always pay that $60
Right.
every time. But you only pay that one time, right? It's not a subscription base, it's nothing like that. So
Exactly.
he kind of explains, like, yeah, if it's a new, like, early on, he was like, I don't know what this new generation is going to be called. I don't know if it's going to be X-Plane 12. I don't know if it's going to be X-Plane Next. You know what I mean? He was kind of like confused, but I think since then he's kind of confirmed. I think it was in the Oshkosh interview, I believe. I can't remember exactly where I heard this. So don't, take it as you wish. But I believe it is going to be it's a complete new game. You know, it's it's still going to be able to use a lot of the add-ons and things that you have now from X-Plane 11, which is the biggest, I think, the greatest strength of it is that we can just take our add-ons that we love right now and then cross them over into 12. But you're going to have to pay again for X-Plane 12.
Yep.
So for us, who've had it for like 4 years, that's not a big deal. But if somebody who just bought X-Plane 11, they're like, dang, I got to buy this game again.
True, exactly. All right, so Honeycomb went in over Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster dropped the picture with Captain Canada. They're going to be there, going to be doing something special. Don't know what it is, but Thrustmaster's about to drop some new hardware, I think, right? So can't wait for that one.
I am.
Honestly, can't wait.
I think of all the hardware developers that I know of right now, that is the one I'm looking forward to because we have no idea what they're coming out with. I mean, obviously Honeycomb could surprise us with something crazy, but I feel like Honeycomb has a great lineup already. I think Thrustmaster has a solid lineup, right? They have a good portfolio, but when it comes to the current flight sim state, I think Thrustmaster, like, they don't have a yoke at all. There is no Thrustmaster yoke. So, you know, in a perfect world, let's go ahead and speculate a little bit, right? I'm like 99% sure this is not going to happen, but this is what I would love because I have a Thrustmaster wheel that I use for racing, for trucking, for anything driving, and it's force feedback. What if we had a yoke that was force feedback?
Bro.
I'm just saying, what if? I'm pretty confident. I'm like 99% sure this is not going to happen, so don't get excited in chat. But I'm saying, in a perfect world, it's probably going to cost $1,000 or something crazy.
True.
But, you know, we always talk about, like, you know, when we're landing in real life, that people they go by the feedback they're getting from the yoke, from the seat, from the plane, and you don't get that in flight sim right now at all. Like, that's what we're missing is a force feedback flight controller. Now, if you use an Xbox controller, you do get a little bit of force feedback. Not sure if you guys know that. You get a little bit of force feedback for certain things that you do when you're landing, when you're ground rolling, when you're doing different maneuvers. So there's some feedback in the sim. And again, I'm getting off, right? Because I really doubt this is gonna be a thing in the next 5 years.
Hey man, you never know.
But the fact is just Microsoft, because it's on Xbox, it supports the I guess what do you call it, the DualShock? I have no idea what you call it. You guys can correct me in chat if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. But point is, make this short. What if Thrustmaster dropped a force feedback throttle or joystick? That would be crazy.
Bro. Yeah. Our whole wallets would blow up, put it that way. That's what would happen.
Just new credit accounts.
Your wallet would develop a new hole in it instantaneously. You know, that would be clutch. That would be something different in the space that we haven't really seen. I think there was Yoko the yoke, but that was like $1,500 or some crazy money for that.
But more realistically, I think we're gonna see a yoke or something like that from Thrustmaster.
Hey, competition
that's
is
the
good.
Thing they don't have. They have the Airbus series. They have multiple joysticks now. Well, yeah, they have the A10 joystick. They have the F-18 grip. You know, they have all this stuff for the fighter jets that people have been praising and really liking. But we don't have a yoke. And I know Thrustmasters, I'm sure they've noticed that. And then also, they don't have any. They only have like one product that's confirmed works for Xbox. So I'm like wondering as well. It's like, are they gonna go Xbox side, or are they gonna go hardcore simmer side? Right. I mean, I know there's a middle as well, but like it's kind of wide. Like Turtle Beach, we haven't even got to that yet. But Turtle Beach is like, hey, this is for you guys on Xbox. You can use it on PC, but this is made for people on Xbox because everything is in one controller. It probably only uses one USB connection, right? But does Thrustmaster go ahead and jump onto the Xbox train and try to supply a product for Xbox users, or do they hop over to our side, or people who are a little bit more serious, who are willing to spend a little bit more money, you know, on something and give us the next level yoke?
Exactly.
That's just my thought process, and that's what I'm really like wondering. I can't wait to get there that I can just see what it is. I mean, obviously, yeah, and it's gonna be.
Nevada Rocks just reminded us. Nevada Rock 75 in chat says Brunner offers a force feedback yoke, which I remember, but I could remember the name of it. But I'm not sure how much that was though. That was like some high price for it, and it was some
like
hefty hardware.
FlightSim in general has always been behind on that side. Like, we have some great gear, but force feedback is one thing that we've always just never really had accessible. I guess maybe there is some out there that are just crazy priced.
Yeah,
But
it is
like you
crazy
can get
price.
a force feedback steering wheel right now for like $150.
What?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be basic. It's just
Yeah.
not gonna be like super fine tuned, but you can get a real cheap one and at least get some type of feedback that goes with your racing game, or American
Hmm.
Truck Sim or something like that. And so, but with on flight sims, one reason I think I've heard somewhere in an interview that part of the reason is because the sims themselves don't supply data of the force feedback.
Ah. Well, it's funny because Next Level Racing, they have a motion platform for the different sims, including Flight Sim, including
Mm-hmm.
X-Plane 11, that the program is already written to send feedback to the motion platform to move with the airplane. So I would feel it would be simple for them to just transfer that to a yoke, man.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
why wouldn't?
You
Yeah,
know,
why wouldn't that work? Or that idea? Why couldn't you take that same data or similar data? I don't know. We're not. We don't make stuff like that, so we have no idea what
right.
we're talking about. But we're just kind of speculating on this. But yeah, I think that'd be dope. Anyways, I mean, we don't want to talk about that too long because it might not even
True,
happen.
true, 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 true.
But
Well, we did skip over the what Honeycomb already showed us, which was the joystick and throttle quadrant for Airbus.
wait, what?
They have Yeah, Honeycomb did show that.
When did they show that?
You know, they showed a screenshot of that before, and it's actually crazy looking. Like
I'm about to Google it.
it it's got yes, they did show that a while back. I'm trying to remember exactly
You're
how
not
far
talking
back
about
it goes.
the Airbus like throttle pieces that are for sale.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The
Okay.
Foxtrot, what do we call it? Tango Foxtrot HOTAS from Honeycomb. So I'm wondering if they have that at the expo, it would be nice. You know what I mean? Definitely, it
That's
would
the
be
beautiful
nice.
thing about the expo, and I think that's what I'm most excited about is getting my hands on stuff that I don't own,
Yep.
and that I can decide based on how I get to touch and feel. 'Cause you don't get that from online, right? Like you can see somebody do a review of it, you can see
Right.
pictures of it on Amazon or somewhere, but you rarely get the opportunity unless a friend of yours in person, which we have very few that like flight sim, you know what I mean? Who like
True.
flight sim and are willing to buy like spend money on it. Uh,
Exactly.
very few people
And
in real
and it
life.
invites you over to play to
Exactly.
to get a
Very
turn at
few
it, man.
people, so
Yeah.
you very seldomly get a chance to actually feel it. So it's pretty cool to we'll be able to be
Right.
there with multiple different types of setups, and you get to kind of to see, like if you're thinking about building a new PC or building a new setup, you can kind of like envision your desk, like, all right, this would work great on my setup, and you can do this and that. So I think that's it's gonna be really cool to see.
But before we even get into the rest of the vendors that are going to be there on exhibit, I mean, just to give you an idea, I've only been to one FlightSim Expo, and it's
Same.
still memorable in my head today. I can envision myself walking through the floor. For you guys who just want to get an idea what it's like, you walk into a convention hall and there's 1,000 to 1,500 people buzzing around different booths, different equipment. We haven't even talked about the Cessna people who have Cessna panels with G1000s and the Cessna, what do you call it? The trim and the throttle thing set up. What I noticed the last one, there were not just there was almost like some real world aviation people there too. It
Hmm.
wasn't just for flight simming, you know. People were offering training, they were offering a whole bunch of different things, but walking around the floor and have the buzz of the crowd and asking questions and waiting your turn to get hands on a piece of equipment, as they demonstrate it just, the day goes by so quick. You know what I mean? It goes by so quick. And getting to see the different people that you watch on stream all the time. I remember getting to meet a whole bunch of people that I used to fly, watch fly and then meet them in live in person. And what I loved about it, everybody was down to earth and welcoming to talk to. That's one thing that the event was like, and I think it's going to be the same this time
I think
with it.
honestly, people who come this year, I think they actually kind of get an advantage versus last time because it's going to be less people than the last one for sure because of everything
Right.
going on in the world. And because of that reason, there'll be a lot less lines and shorter lines. Because last time, there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to try and I didn't get a chance to try because
Right.
the lines were ridiculously long. Like the Airbus full cockpit simulator, I didn't get a chance to try it. I just stood next to it and looked at it, watched some people
Yes.
use it for a little bit.
Yes.
Not saying they're gonna have that this year. I don't know who that even was, but uh, Yeah, there's gonna be some really cool exhibits, and you're gonna actually get a chance to get your hands on them and spend time on it. I think this time, like really good quality time on it, and not have to be rushed. Because I remember doing, I think I was at the Thrustmaster booth last time trying to test out the F-18 in DCS World in VR. This is before I had VR and before I had any of that stuff. And I was trying to fly it. I wanted to keep going because I died, but I was like, all right, somebody's behind me. I guess I have to get up. So I think it's gonna be a bit more accessible this year for people who are there.
Oh yeah, that's a great thing, man. I remember seeing that Airbus full setup with the overhead panels,
Mm-hmm.
the center pedestal, the glare shield, the primary flight display, navigation display, the whole thing with the actual size switches and the feel of it. That thing, man, it just registered in my brain like, yeah, one of these days, I'm just gonna
One of
mortgage
these
the house and get it.
days.
You
Just
know.
get a house just
So,
for it.
yep. Yep. Somebody says, will both you and Blue be filming your experiences of FS Expo? We were saying before that I will be doing some videos. The last time I did a whole maybe 10-minute video of the entire show.
Hmm.
This time I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm just gonna drop snippets of important things and drop them on YouTube. But not want to really walk around with the camera in my face the entire time. I want to actually take it in. What about you, Blue?
Yeah, same. I'm really there to enjoy the show. You'll see me with my camera recording like probably close-ups of like panels and things like that, like B-roll type stuff. I'll probably do a little bit of vlogging, but I'm not gonna be like, that's not all I'm gonna be doing. My main focus is gonna be being there, enjoying the event, enjoying the people at the event, meeting people, networking, all that kind of stuff, and then vlogging afterwards. 'Cause I do want to post like a recap video of my experience
Right.
with the show afterwards.
Yep.
And then
Absolutely.
also, I'll definitely watch out on social media, mainly Instagram, YouTube. I'll be posting a lot of story stuff throughout the day, so that's something I definitely will be doing.
That's good. That's awesome, man. Keep in touch with the folks back home who can't get to come, don't have the time to come, or just, can't travel because of international restrictions. And it's actually going to be interesting to see because we don't have the international audience this time, what it's going to be like. Because I love having you guys from across the pond come over
Hmm.
and hang out and talk and have a vacation at it and so forth and so on. So, yeah, we'll see. Somebody's asking about Rotate MD11 at the expo. Don't see anything on here about Rotate being there, but I know they've been dropping some pictures lately of the MD11, and we're just waiting for that to come out, man. That's what we're waiting
I
on.
really wouldn't be surprised again because I think the fact that this is a online and in person event, I think there's gonna be a
Right.
lot of vendors and developers and people who are going to piggyback on the hype around flight sim, the hype that Flight Sim Expo is gonna be creating around flight simulation as a whole. And we may see some news or some releases of some screenshots of other developers who are not going to be at the event. They're not even showcasing online. They're just going to be posting content on their forum or wherever the heck they post their content, just to like kind of go with the buzz. So we might see something. I don't know. And it could be some people who might show things at the expo that are not announced, like that are keeping it hush hush. So I don't know.
Yep.
Um, we'll have to see. But yeah, I want to see more. I've been waiting for that freaking Rotate MD11, man. I watched one take off today, and I was like, man, I want to fly that plane. Oh man, every time I see it, I'm like, I can't wait for that to come to X Plane or whatever sim it comes to. So
Yep. Here's some more meat and potatoes as far as the seminars go for Saturday. I was just looking through the list here. We have Michael Collier and Matt Bartels. They're going to have a seminar to teach simmers how to plan like a pro for simming. That's a seminar you can sit down, ask questions, take notes. You have another seminar by Trevor Olson talking about, real ways how to overcome typical barriers in flight simulation, including tools, cost, cockpit knowledge, time. Thrustmaster is probably going to be the biggest seminar there. Thrustmaster is going to have a seminar talking to, developer seminar offers partners opportunities to discuss their products and showcase new developments. So Thrustmaster seminar is going to be big. That's probably going to be full. They're going to be in two halls.
mm,
There's using a PC-based flight simulator seminar or flight training from Ed Valdez, how to sim like a pro. There's a home build cockpit seminar is going to be there. Build your home cockpit with open source software, some Sebastian Mobius. So that's another seminar that's going to be there also. There's a new era of military flight training seminar.
I'll be there.
Oh yeah, there's a Let's Fly Blind seminar, the
That's
role of
interesting.
simulation in NTSB accident investigation seminar, you know, and so forth and so on. And that's just there's the augmented reality in flight simulator seminar, so that's going to be VR seminar.
Oh, look
There's
at
going to
this.
be a
Building a full motion simulator with force feedback controls. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, that's going to be there as well. So these are the seminars. That's Lockheed Martin is going to have a seminar there too, develop a seminar, and that should be interesting.
It has Flight Factor on the list with a seminar. I don't know if
I I
that's
saw that
still
too.
happening.
Yeah, Flight Factor is going to have a seminar there as well. Um, and so yeah, it's going to be a packed show. I'm not sure if we're going to find the time to load in all this event in one day, man. That's going to be my worry at this point. Yeah.
There's a lot going on Saturday. Like Saturday is packed. This is literally right now my first time looking at the schedule. I hadn't looked at it before. I wasn't planning on looking at it either. I was just gonna show up and be there. I was just gonna sit in the room, give me a seat, and just sit there all day.
Right.
Just go through
Exactly.
all the
Exactly.
seminars. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, there's some things in there that we're more interested in others, and that's kind of how it's gonna be. People are gonna be coming in and out of the rooms. Like if you're not interested at all in military stuff, then you're gonna leave. You're gonna go check out some of the exhibits.
Yep.
If you're not interested at all in building your own cockpit, you're not gonna want to watch that, right? You're gonna want to probably get up, go get some lunch, or go hang out. You're not forced to sit in any of these seminars. You know what I mean? You only go to the ones that you want to go to. So I'm sure there may be some that I might skip, but for the most part, I'm gonna try to get to as many as I can.
Well,
Interest me.
I know the one that I'm going to go to out of any at all. That's going to be the Thrustmaster seminar.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely
And
be in that one.
actually, no, two. And the one from Flight Factor. We'll see. Those two. Definitely. We'll see. Those are two I'm looking forward to doing the most, if anything. But just get back on the floor and meet other people and so forth.
Actually, here we got developer seminar, Turtle Beach CEO. An
Ooh.
in-depth look at Turtle Beach's groundbreaking Velocity One flight simulator control system for Xbox Series and Windows PCs. So,
But
dang,
here's the elephant in the room. Microsoft Flight Sim is not going to be there.
yeah. You know what?
You think they would want to be at a FlightSim Expo. I know it's challenging. I know the times are tough,
Bothers
but
me, bro. It bothers
you
me that
know,
Microsoft was not going to be there so bad, and I kind of understood. Like, all right, I get it, the international thing, I get it. But then this is what really ticked me off. Let me get my drink. This is what really ticked me off, and that is I saw old girl. What's her name? Jane, the media manager, community manager lady from Microsoft Flight Simulator.
right.
She was at the Reno Air Races last week,
So she's in the States.
and probably not by herself. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe she lives there. I mean, I'm
Right.
just saying. Like, she represents Microsoft Flight Simulator. She's in the U.S. She's in Reno, and yet, I mean, again, I'm not saying she's not going to be at Microsoft at all. She might show up, or somebody might show up. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw somebody who represents Microsoft come to FlightSim Expo, but nobody's confirmed. And if she doesn't come, it really bothers me the fact that they were in Reno, but can't make it down to San Diego the week after. And then I think on the 29th, which is next week, they've announced they're doing a Q&A, their usual monthly Q&A for Microsoft Flight Simulator, completely separate from the FlightSim Expo. I just feel like I don't know, it just bothers me because they come into our community. Last time they didn't even know what FlightSim Expo was, right? And they announced this brand new game at E3, which is obviously, I get it. It's definitely a bigger announcement happening at E3 versus doing it at a little bitty expo in Orlando. But still, I felt like there was a disconnect there, where they could have come to the people that they say they made the sim for first, right? So I don't know. I just feel like it just doesn't represent them well
Well, I
to
mean,
us.
look, yeah, I agree. I mean,
Maybe
let
I'm
me be
offended.
positive. Let me be positive and say that they haven't confirmed, but they're going to show up. Let's be positive and say that. Now, come the weekend, if they don't show up, then we have another thing to talk about. But it is a great opportunity. Put it this way: if Microsoft showed up here, they'd be one of the biggest draws at the expo because so many people have so many questions and
Mhm.
so many things to ask, to talk about, to look forward to, us included, right?
Mhm.
I mean, I flew Microsoft Flight Sim today into San Diego. I could have flown X-Plane. I have an X-Plane scenery, but I said, let's do the Microsoft because right now it's the most realistic looking San Diego coming in on that approach. It's a great looking sim. It's got a ways to go. You know what I mean? We didn't do the 1 year recap that so we're going to do for Microsoft, but we'll do it another time. It's got growing pains. It's
Yeah.
got developmental pains, but still show up and say, hey guys, we didn't forget about you guys. There's the Xbox, but we love you PC guys. You PC guys do the real work for us, which we do. We are the beta testers, in my opinion.
Yep.
Show up, man, to an event like this and just say, hey, we're not here for much, but we'll talk about a couple of things with you guys. So it would be nice. I want to be surprised and see them show up there. That's all I'm saying. It's
And
Microsoft.
I feel like it'd be a good gesture to be there.
Be a great gesture. Absolutely great gesture for them.
Because a lot of people are still, even now, a year later, saying, is this a sim or is this a game? Was this made for Xbox? Was this made for PC simmers? And this event, obviously, is going to be more catered to PC simmers because a lot of the gear we're going to see there is not going to be compatible with an Xbox. I get that.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't know. I know that they really wouldn't get a boost in sales for being there because most people who are there already have it. There might be a few people. They might say something in their seminar, and it's like, hey, I get what you're saying. I like what you said. I see this from a different perspective now. I'm gonna play your game. Right? That'd be like 10 guys. That's it, maybe. But I don't know. I just feel like it'd be a good gesture to the community. It's one of those PR things, right? Where you're like, hey, they showed up. Man. They showed up. So I don't know.
If I was Microsoft, I would want to rule the entire flight sim community top to bottom. I have 98% share, and everybody else has nothing. So I would do my best to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? I would show up at every event, make speeches everywhere, and tell people what they want to hear and make promises and so forth, just to say, it's just another one, we'll do another one. That kind of irks me the wrong way, but hey, we'll see what happens, Yep. But hey, as Take Massive Action says, it's a chance for X-Plane 11 and Austin to put X-Plane back in the spotlight.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a little open for them to take and to jump back in there. And, Microsoft 1 year later, let's talk about it for a few minutes here. By the way, guys, if you're just joining us, we're going to do another giveaway of an online FlightSim Expo giveaway. So you're going to have online access to FlightSim Expo with the seminars and videos and different things. We're going to give that away here coming up soon. But Microsoft FlightSim, 1 year, man. What's the status of the simulator? 1 year out. Beta still, huh? But one word. That's it. Discussion over. Yeah, apart from look, the fly-by-wire mod, the heavy division mod, and the salty the one for the 747 working title. Those four guys are the ones that are keeping the simulators alive for a lot of us airline simmers. Without that, we're not flying Microsoft Flight Sim. You see what I'm saying? Working title. Salty, heavy division mod, the A320 mod. Those are the guys that are keeping Microsoft Flight Sim alive for us.
Here's my question. This is kind of a bit of a fork in the road in the conversation, but I'm just curious because X-Plane, I guess this doesn't really apply now that I'm thinking about it in my head. I was going to say, what would the life of X-Plane or the life expectancy of X-Plane look like if Zibo had not come along?
Dead.
You think so?
Because PMDG said they weren't going to do anything, right?
But do you think PMDG would have come over if Zibo had not jumped in that lane?
True. Actually, you know what? That's good. That's a great observation because if I remember correctly, Zibo was just getting started up and actually making good headway when they came out with the DC-6, and then they're like, yeah, you know what, we're done. So that I don't know, or maybe somebody else would have stepped in and take the position. I mean, IXCG could have done a NG if they wanted to.
They could have.
Yeah, they could have. So
the reason I asked is because I'm thinking back to Microsoft, with it would be dead as well without the fly-by-wire team, 100%. If it wasn't for them, wasn't for Salty Mod, wasn't for Heavy Division, all that. Maybe honestly, Heavy Division and Salty is great, but if it wasn't for the fly-by-wire mod, that's what keeps Microsoft alive. Right now, a year later, that's what's keeping it alive. For people who fly airliners, that's what it is. Without that, and I think with Xbox, because fly-by-wire pulled the mod off the Xbox marketplace, how is that going to work for Xbox people? If you're a person who's on Xbox and you don't just want to fly around and mess around, you want to actually try to do what we do in our streams, to try to fly a little bit realistic in some kind of way, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to last very long for those people.
Yeah. True. I agree, man. But chat saying that once PMDG 7.3 and the Phoenix A320 drops, then we have a whole different ball game.
But
And
by that
perhaps
time, we'll know what X-Plane 12 has to offer.
true, true.
Right? Because I
I
mean, we're gonna
guess we're
find
going
out some news about X-Plane 12 like in a few days.
yeah.
As far as Phoenix and the PNDG, we're not gonna see that for a while.
You do realize that you're going to get some X-Plane 12 news in 2 days. Yeah, Saturday, 2 days. That's what's going to happen. So,
2 days.
it's 2 days, man.
You know,
We'll
it might.
know.
What if again? I'm just like anticipating, speculating a lot of stuff. We don't know what's gonna be there. We don't have any insight. But like, what if they had? Again, I know they're scaling back what they're doing at X Plane, but wouldn't it be dope if they had a booth for X Plane like they had last year, except it was X Plane 12?
Ooh, showing some stuff, but can't get your hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff in the air, but
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know,
True,
man.
true, true.
I think that'd be dope.
By the way, just even wonder if we're gonna get goodie bags. So the last time we went, we got a goodie bag with some merch. We got hat. I got a airsoft hat. I got a keychain thing. I got a mug. I still have my Sim Market mug. I had a bunch of stuff. This stand right here from what is this? Navigraph gave us a
Yep,
stand
I
for
still
our
got
iPad.
that.
So we're gonna get a swag bag, guys. I think we
I
hopefully
hope
we get a
so.
swag
I
bag.
hope so. I liked it
Going
last
in.
time. I still
Yeah,
got
that was
everything that
good.
was in it.
Yeah, I still use items from the swag bag that we got when we drop at FlightSim Expo in Orlando, and I'm hoping that we get something like that again. That's gonna be good. If we get that, that would be
You know
awesome.
something
We
else
also
I'm
got
looking
a
for? Sorry, go ahead.
free drink coupon. Remember, we got free drinks.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Cheers. We got free drinks at the end of the night. There was a bar that pulled up, and you could go cash your coupon for free drinks. So that's good to go, man. True, true, true.
I was gonna
Mm.
say another thing that excites me even beyond the hardware, the announcements and releases is the 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 time that we get with the people at the expo. You get what I'm saying? Like I
Yes.
know like it's where I met you. I met Geo and CJ and a bunch of you guys. We went to like Chili's and just hung out for like an hour or two, just eating and chilling, talking flight sim. Like how often do you go to a Chili's with a table full of flight simmers? Like that's the first time it's ever happened to me.
There
And
was what, two, four, six, eight of us at that table talking flight simming. And that was just us. And there were many more people doing the same thing from the
all over
FSX
the city.
all over
And
the city.
this was on Sunday,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I
This
think
was
it was on
yep.
Sunday. So like the event on Sunday is much shorter. It's not as much seminars going on, and it may not be as much things that even interest you on that day. And so what you could do is you could just meet up with people you know. I mean, again, I didn't know XP at the time. I didn't know any of the people I was at the table with until the day before, I think. So we had just met. So you'll definitely be making friends there. And even if you guys are not making it to the physical event, if you're just on the Hoover app, like communicate, like talk in the different discussions and meet some new people. Find some new YouTube channels to follow. Find some more Twitch streamers. Find some new information. There's gonna be a lot of stuff on there as well. But that's the part I'm looking forward to because even the first day I got there, uh, I think I got there on a Thursday last time because I was flying standby. When I fly standby, I fly on Thursday. And I met up with some guys at the hotel. I think I can't remember all who was there. I don't want to say even one name because I don't want to leave one out. But I met some really great people at that table, and I still, I still communicate with a lot of them today. So I was like, man, it was amazing. And I had no idea who any of them were. I just walked up to them, and I looked at them, and I was like, those some flight simmers over there. I know it.
You could tell.
You could just tell. You could just
You could
tell.
tell. You know. Yeah, man. That's part of it, man. I mean, you end up making friends, lifelong friends over flight simming. Because remember, 12, 11 and a half months out of the year and 3 weeks, you talk to people online, not face to face. You have no idea what they look like.
Yep.
If you're young, old, male or female, indifferent. And then you go to FlightSim Expo and somebody comes up and goes, say, hey man, I am so and so. You're like, who? You go, oh yeah, so and so on YouTube. Oh, it's you. How you doing? So say that to say this. If you guys are attending the FlightSim Expo, feel free to come up and talk, man. I'll even shake hand. I already told the hand of God I'm taking a big bottle of hand gel with me. I'm just gonna be wiping my hand the whole day. But I will shake hands, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Don't be shy. Come and say hi. It's not like that, man. None of us here are any kind of anything. We're just simmers, bro.
Yep.
Come and say hi, and it's good. One topic just brought up in the chat. As a matter of fact, what time is it? I'm gonna do this, guys. We're gonna roll the giveaway here. We're gonna give away a copy of FlightSim Expo online for this FlightSim Expo here. So if you're interested in winning it, in the chat, I guess it's probably gonna be an XP's chat. Or
Yeah, in XP's chat.
It's gonna be exclamation point FlightSim Expo in chat. If you want to win a copy of the online event for FlightSim Expo, exclamation point FlightSim Expo in chat. We're gonna roll that before we close the show and get the winner's information and send that to them. So that's what we're going to be doing. But what I was saying is that, yep, come up and say hi to us. We don't bite, we'll talk.
If you're not sure if it's us, okay, you're like, is that him? I can't tell because he has no hat on.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, just be like, hey, are you this person?
Yeah, look for the bald head guy or something like that. We could do fist bumps, says Cam A321. If you don't want to shake hands, that's good, man. Fist bumps is welcome. Also, we haven't even talked about, because some of the guys from Canada are saying, hey, man, when are we bringing FlightSim Expo to Canada? It only takes place in, I guess, Germany, England, and the US. Canada getting no love. I think, Evan, they put out a poll when they narrow down the different locations that they're possibly thinking about for the next one. They usually put out a poll and say, hey, what do you guys think? Vote on this place or that place for us to go. Drop them a line after the expo is over. Drop them a line and say, hey, man, is there a possibility that you guys can come to Canada? Bring the show to Canada. There's tons of flight simmers in Canada.
Yes, you got to speak up. That's what it is. Like Canada, people who are from Canada have to make some noise. And let the team know, hey, we Canadians love flight sim and we want an expo here. There's a lot of us, right? It's not just like 5 of you. So definitely make it known that you're there.
Yep, make yourselves known. Show them that you guys will attend. I have no problem doing so. Usually, I know what the problem is they always face is the logistics of the location. Location, how much it costs to host an event, what the rules are, how long they can get it for. Is there hotels in the area that people can stay from out of town? What the attractions are, that people are visiting from overseas can look forward to, not just the expo itself, but things to do once the expo is over or before. So hey, drop them a line. You never know.
What about or Australia? I guess
there you go.
Said a lot of Australians like to get together as well.
Yeah, Brett places. Yeah, Australia, man. We'd love to get this thing done. If it's cold in Canada, I ain't going. Gio, stop it, man. You can't stay in South Florida all your life.
You guys got to go in the summer. That's what it is. You got to go in the summer. It's nice in the summer.
Absolutely. All right, let's do this. Let me roll this real quick here. FlightSim Expo! Exclamation point. And the winner is, let's roll it in 3, 2, 1. Roll it. Aviator X. Aviator X. Are you in chat, my friend?
No way.
Aviator X. Say hello to me in chat and then send me a PM on my Discord. I just need your name and email address. Your first, last name, email address will get you registered for FlightSim Expo online, my friend. Hopefully you're here. Hope you didn't go anywhere at all. But guys, let me tell you, thank you so much for hanging out for this 1 hour. Blue, it's exactly an hour. We got to go get packing. Blue's got to.
We could talk all night about this stuff. We got to get packing. We got to get up in 6 hours, 8 hours?
Exactly. Yeah, less than that. Check your social medias. For me, it's basically going to be YouTube. Blue's going to be on the social media stuff, posting up frequent updates for you guys, and so forth and so on. Let's see here. I'm doing American Airlines. Blue's going to be doing Spirit. 2 legs apiece. I'm going to get some videos for you guys, some little 5-minute vlog videos, and that's it. So that's what's going to be. So Blue, anything else before we run, man?
Yo, looking forward to seeing you guys there. And that's all I got to say. I'm just ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready
Enough talking. Let's go pack. I have my Fort Myers dark rum here drinking while I'm packing, and that's it. We're gonna run it, guys. Peace, love you guys. We'll talk to you from FlightSim Expo. We'll see you next Wednesday. For me, I'm gonna be flying. Blue, what are you doing next week after the expo?
Man, my week after expo is gonna be hectic. So I actually move the next weekend, and we haven't even started packing, and I have to work for training at the airport too. So I don't know. Hopefully Tuesday, because I'll be back. But if not, then probably towards the end of the week, possibly. Yes, if I haven't torn my PC down. So we'll see. It's all up in the air. I have no clue. But videos stuff I do want to be coming out next week. But I don't know about streams.
All right, guys, stay safe. Blu-XPerience is out. We'll see you guys again next Thursday for another one. Hopefully we'll have some special guests on we're working out right now, and we'll let you guys know, man. Take it out, Blue.
Next time,
Have a
guys,
good one,
remember you
guys.
got 3 choices. Give up, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time. Next video. Me and XP, we out. Yeah.